side of Sydney. Now, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, television, wherever it is that you're watching, wherever in the world that you're watching, be it Beijing, Hong Kong, Sydney, Melbourne, New York, don't want to go anywhere because for the next half an hour, we're bringing you an absolute cracker of a show here from the coal mine. Now, if you didn't know, Yancoal is actually a Chinese-owned coal mine. Where it employs thousands and thousands of Australians to dig up the coal and ship it all the way across the world. In some ways, the Belt and Road Initiative, one of the most ambitious projects this world basically ever seen. Now, if you are watching on Facebook, don't forget to send a lot of love hearts because Ryan, we love you too. And welcome to 6 on the Yancoal coal mines here in Australia. And the thermal coal that comes from the exists with our homes, industry, everything else. So guys, stick around. We've got a great show coming up here. We're going to interview some of the people that make this coal mine great. We're going to explain how the whole coal mining process works. And basically, you know, talk about the Belt and Road Initiative, which, like I said, is one of the most ambitious and important projects the world's basically ever seen. So now, how about we get started? Let's go. Alright guys, this is Mr. Zhang. He is the most important boss. He's the big boss here from China. So, Mr. Zhang, what can you tell us about Malawi?
马拉维米矿，那我们现在停掉它还是也没澳洲目前正在说，现在停掉9个矿之一，目前是也没有中公司盈利能力最强，从美最低，也是澳大利亚露天矿场跟我的平路源生产成本最低的大型露天矿，它也没有我们的基建技术。这个马拉维煤矿呢，它2009年。他说：“哎，我们这个人要为他的优质如眼肉中他的优定的2016年咱们买的，2012年他的产值已经达到了
Right here, what you're seeing right now is how the coal mining process actually works. What you're looking at is a 260 tonner truck being loaded up with coal at the open cut site and beginning to make its way shortly from this site right through to where it's going to be loaded upon the conveyor belt. Now, don't let our drone footage fool you. These trucks are absolutely ginormous. They're not your average run-of-the-mill loaders. You're not going to see one of these cruising down one of your streets anytime soon. Even the wheels on one of these big boys is around 13 feet high. That's 3 feet higher than a basketball ring. Kobe's not dunking on any of these anytime soon. As we watch the truck travel on its way, let me give you some background on how all of this happens. So, after the mining area gets blasted and drilled and everything else, the hole that begins to grow is continually drilled and blasted and everything else again. And then bulldozers clean all the way down to the floor of the coal seam with trucks just like the one you're seeing now, transporting coal to the next stage of the process. When the truck loads the coal into the conveyor belt, it's transported all the way along the couple of kilometer long belt, which you might say is very similar to China's Belt and Road Initiative, which will see goods being able to travel via vast infrastructure networks throughout the world. Except the Belt and Road Initiative will be on such a large scale, far larger than what you're seeing right here, with scores of countries already signing up for what will be one of the most ambitious and successful trading initiatives since the first Silk Road, the ancient trading routes that connected China with the rest of the globe, bringing the benefits of Chinese ingenuity, Chinese commerce, and Chinese culture to the far reaches of the world, to every expanse. It doesn't matter who you ask or where they're from. They can be business experts, government policymakers, academic luminaries. All of them agree. The Belt and Road Initiative is the most significant and monumental development program that any of us, any of you, will see in our lifetime. And bringing it back to the now, with countries like Laos, Cambodia, Kenya, Italy, and everywhere else in between, they all benefit from the markets that are going to be bolstered, the regional trade cooperation that's going to be enhanced, and the ease of transit that the Belt and Road Initiative is going to provide. New routes, new opportunities, and new beginnings for an initiative that will become the new standard for global commerce and usher in a new era of success for every single country that participates, bringing win-win outcomes for all. But this isn't just something that exists on the country-to-country level. Far from it. Even here at the Moolarben coal mine, this is a part of the Belt and Road. The coal here is a part of the process. The cooperation between Australia and China here is a part of that process. The deep ties, the cultural understanding, the interpersonal relationships, all of this contributes to what makes the Belt and Road great, and what will make the Belt and Road successful for generations to come. So as you're watching this process, this belt, and trying to imagine this same kind of process at a truly worldwide scale, it is still nearly impossible to fathom just how much of a mutually beneficial impact for every single person the Belton Road will actually provide. An initiative that everything you see here at Yancoal is but one small part of.
Ciao China, hello world. 我很好，你呢？好，我叫 William, I'm William, and today this is the very first live feed for Shinwa Australia's Sydney Bureau here at the Yancoal Moolarben coal mine just outside the city of Mudgee in New South Wales, Australia. Now we're 40 kilometres outside of Mudgee and we're about, give or take 3.5 hours outside of Sydney. So we hope that you'll appreciate just how far we've come to bring this all to you now. Now whether you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, any kind of medium, whether you're in Berlin, Beijing, Hong Kong, Shanghai, New York, Sydney or Melbourne, make sure that your phones are charged, make sure your laptop's in the upright position because you're not going to want to go anywhere for the next half an hour or so. Now, basically the coal mine here is owned by a Chinese company, but it employs thousands upon thousands of Australians here at the mines to mine the coal and ship it all the way across the world and to China as well. Now, it's this thermal coal that it's used to power homes, industry, and everything else. And this company is one of the best examples of the partnership between China and their favourite country down under, Australia. Now, we're going to try and cover a lot of ground today. We're going to speak to some of the people that make this mine really great. We're going to explain to you how the whole coal mining process works, so you're not going to want to go anywhere for the next half an hour. So, how's about we get started? Let's go. So firstly, the most important man in this whole entire mine, this is Mr. Zhang. He's the big boss from China. Yeah. So Mr. Zhang, what can you tell all of us about Moolarben?
这个姆拉本是眼煤澳洲公司目前九所生产煤矿之一，它是澳大利亚生产成本最低、盈利能力最强，而且也是眼煤澳洲在整个9个煤矿之中盈利能力最强的旗舰资产。我们从2009年收购菲利克斯的时候，它作为优质的资产，让眼煤澳洲摆入自己的脑中。从2010年正式投入生产，它的产能逐年得到了一个释放。在这个过程当中，从原来的600万吨到800万吨，后来到900万吨，去年产了1200万吨，今年会达到1370万吨。在未来的3到4年，因为姆拉本煤矿有2个露天矿，井中矿也正在建设，将会达到年产2100万吨的产能，届时将是澳大利亚生产能力最强、盈利能力最强的露天煤矿。现在呢，姆拉本煤矿的井台面积已放眼整个3澳，全是它的井台，大概主面积是150平方公里。现有的员工是650人，目前没有一个外派人，全部都是当地的员工，100%的澳洲招。
Basically, what Mr. Zhang is saying is that this is like the premier site for Yancoal. Like it's the most cost-effective, it's the most efficient, it's the most profitable. Basically, in the entire of Australia, this is their best mine. Now, he also said that they've got a lot of stuff planned here at Moolarben. It's going to not only like get better but bigger. They've got a lot of expansion planned, and also that he's proud that this mine's run by completely Australian staff. Now, how has Yancoal gotten on board with the Belt and Road Initiative?
这个眼矿集团早在上个世纪50年代就已经来到澳大利亚投资，产生了浓厚的兴趣，而且进行了无数次深入的调研。为什么来澳大利亚？因为澳大利亚是市场化程度最高、法治最健全，